welcome to Homestead Living Alaska. Look what I have in my hands. I have snow. It's probably about 30 degrees and we got about an inch of snow this morning. So today I'm going to take you guys along. I'm going to show you some of the things that we do when the snow comes. So let's go check out the property. All right, over here we have got Brady on the putt-putt. And he's going to just, I don't know, what are you doing, Brady? Are you just driving it around? He just, I think, wants to see what the traction is like on the putt-putt, so. All right, look at that. We've got to, well, we probably don't have to, but we are going to pull off some of the snow on the structures and show you guys why we love the mud rake. All right, guys, so this is one of our favorite tools. This is the mud rake. So I'm going to show you what we do when we start getting snow accumulating on our shelter logic. We start taking it off so it doesn't add more weight to the structure. All right, so I'm going to be careful. I'm just going to kind of gently pull this off. You don't want to go too hard. Start doing that. So there's probably about an inch of snow on there, and I mean, who knows how many more inches we're going to get today. So what will happen if it does start accumulating more on the top portion, what we do is we go inside the shelter logic and we just kind of tap up very gently on the inside portion of the tarp. That gets the higher snow off. Then one more thing, down here, down below is where you can get into lots of trouble, because if you keep pushing your snow off and this snow builds and builds and builds, it will collapse in your sides. So what we do is when this builds up a little bit, Brady will take the snow blower, the walk behind, and get rid of this snow here on the sides of the shelter logic. All right, and Lily has discovered there are some tracks. There's big tracks right there. All right, and look at that mill cover working like a charm. Gotta love the carport setup there. We just kind of lift up the sides there and we put the log in through that way. Hey, Har. No, Harley. Harley, if it hits the phone, you're in big trouble. You will not get a brownie. And this is the beautiful view from the inside of the mill cover. All right, and Brady is getting creative here. What you doing?
Well, first snow of the year. Hopefully it melts. We're not ready.
Nope.
Getting the burn barrel going here, burn off some brush. You know, you just don't believe it till it hits, and then when it hits, it's like, oh, the weatherman was right.
Yeah, I know. I kind of thought.
Or woman, either or. So yeah. First snowfall, sounds like it's going to maybe melt again. How did Brady's blowing off?
I mean, he didn't keep going on it, so.
Does it work?
Yeah, I think it's more for, I bet it would work on the cars maybe if it's not so wet.
Yeah, it's a pretty warm. It's what, 32 maybe?
Yeah, 30 to 32.
Yeah. So it's time to put the plow on.
Wow, October 10th, first snow of the
October 10th.
2024.
Now, you know, I mean, I haven't lived here 40 years, obviously, but a little early.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure some of the old timers that have been here 40 plus years say, oh, it used to snow in the end of September, you know, which probably did.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd make it 8 months of winter instead of 7.
That's true.
So
If anybody else is getting snow that watches our channel, leave it in the comments and tell us if you got snow.
yeah,
Let
yeah,
us
see how
know.
it's going there. I know some places are still really hot.
Oh yes, for sure. Lots of places are still really warm.
You just have so many things to do while it's not snowing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it starts snowing, it lets you really realize what you haven't gotten done.
Yep.
You have jobs to finish up, firewood to get in.
Yep.
I mean, milling.
It's a long list.
You name it. I might have to order up a half a beef from the butcher shop.
I need to get my gloves.
Okay.
Get your gloves,
get your
Lily.
gloves, guys. You know, it's not very cold. It's just more of a annoying this
Yeah, it's a
early. It'd be
wake up.
nice if it was a little closer to November. I remember one year was November 4th or
Mhm.
5th. We had snow on the ground.
Right.
When you think about that, though, you know, right? Like November, December, January, February, March,
Mm-hmm.
April,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty
Even
much
part of
into
May. Yeah, you can't dig.
You're in snow,
Mhm.
right? And
It
we're
is
2
true.
weeks before.
Mhm.
What is it? The 10th?
It's the 10th today.
Yeah. So what? We got 20 days ish
Yeah.
of October.
Right. Yeah, it's a long winter.
But then if you leave, you feel
Yeah.
like you're cheating, right?
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm. I know it's a double-edged sword.
I think I'll wait till I'm a little bit older and then I'll start. We can start
Yeah.
going down there for
Warming
a
up.
little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody's safe in Florida. I hope everybody's safe with these hurricanes.
Yeah.
Really thinking about you.
Yep.
That's a tough place to be in. Kind of feel hopeless, you know. I mean, we get snow, we get cold, but as long as you keep the snow away and the
Yeah.
cold, you know, you keep your fires going, you should be okay.
Yep. Those poor people.
But when a hurricane wants to rip your roof off and take your
Mhm.
house down to a
Right.
foundation, it's hard to argue with that. Winter feels like it's showing up. Glad we got a lot of stuff cleared out. Excavator came in. It was great.
You did, and you did your grading
Yeah, I did some
on
grading.
the last video. We showed that. So
And what we'll
that's
do
all
here is we'll take the tractor
nice and smooth.
and we'll plow this. Not now. We'll let this melt. But once you
Right.
start getting a good layer down, you push it and you create this crust,
Mhm.
right? And then you can start blowing it. If you
Right.
blow this right now, you're gonna be picking up rocks,
That's true.
sticks, stuff like that.
All right, guys. I was going to show you over here some of the projects we have left. What our plans are here are we are going to be converting these ICB totes to firewood jigs. So that is a project. I think Hudson's hopefully going to start that tomorrow or the next day, hopefully. If anybody does use an ICB tote for firewood and you have any comments for us on if you like it or don't like it, please let us know. It's going to be our first time converting one of those to hold some firewood. So that is still on the to-do list. But thankfully we did get around to putting up our hoses here. I'll walk you guys around here. So these were all of the garden hoses that you saw us collect up on that one video. Right there. So those are all put up. So that's great. Let me take you in our little woodshed here. So we've got quite a bit of wood stacked up here. I think Jeff estimates we've got maybe 2 cords. And then we've been trying to pull out some of the moisture with our fan there. This repurposed chicken coop does have vents. But probably have a couple cord in here. This is inside of Hudson's carport. Jeff built this free pallet jig kind of for firewood. And the next door is to be filling this up in here for more covered space so we can have some dry firewood. So that's still on the chore list. And then we have another pile of wood here that still needs to be split. We still need to be splitting that up and covering that. And then we have a lot of spruce logs in the woods that are beetle kill that are pretty dry that we'll be pulling up and lopping those up. So I think Jeff said overall at the current moment we probably have about 5 cords of wood up, and we need to get at least probably 3 more.
So as far as firewood goes, our ultimate goal would be to have a firewood shed, a wood shed, build it out of the lumber off the land here. Something that would hold 16 cords. We burn about 8 to 10 a year, probably closer to 8, but we'll have a fire outside and we'll grab wood out of the, we burn it other ways other than the fireplace. But a 16 cord wood shed, that way you'd be 2 years ahead. And the wood you're cutting this year would be, let's say it's October, 1st of October in 2024. The wood we're cutting now would go for October, 1st of October in 2026. So you'd have 2 years out. And that way if you got, somebody got hurt, if you had a family emergency down in the lower 48, you still have firewood, you don't have to deal with it when you get back. You just never know. So if you have your firewood stoved up, some people are 3 or 4 years out. And some year we may get there also. A 20-foot cargo container, Connex box, would be a nice wood shed, or even a 40-footer, especially if you put in some pretty seasoned wood. That would work very well. Another reason why you want to have your wood seasoned is to get the moisture out. It'll burn cleaner for you, hotter, starts fires. You can start a fire much easier with dry wood. It keeps Ruby warmer longer.
Yes, more BTUs for Ruby.
She's a sun dog.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, it's just it's cleaner on your chimney, more BTUs. It's just like burning clean fuel, I guess, in your car. You'd rather burn the dry wood than the wet wood. Well, you'd rather burn the clean fuel instead of the dirty fuel. It's the same philosophy, I guess. But definitely it's easier on your chimney, it's easier on your wood stove. It's lighter, it smells better in my opinion. It's not so musty. Like a wet wood smell, just smoldering.
Yeah.
Yeah, birch, it smells like you're smoking salmon all the time. So when I smell a good seasoned birch log go, it just reminds me of smoked salmon.
Right. And if the wood's drier, it's probably also safer because it's probably less creosote buildup, especially with spruce.
much safer having seasoned wood. I'm not sure the percentages, but you get I think it's 9%. I'm not sure.
I think on that one video I read it was considered seasoned if it's 20% moisture or less.
Yeah, okay. So there you go.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the day too, if the humidity in the air, how much that wood would pick up.
Right.
But so the snow has stopped. It's probably 50 degrees, 45 degrees. We're burning some old rotten wood here that came from a job. Came out of willow, and it's just, I think we got 20 or now probably 50, 60 good pieces of wood out of it.
Right.
But anyway, so we're burning that off. It's all punky, kind of rotten. It burns good and quick.
How's your barrel working?
Barrel's working great.
Mm-hmm.
I need to put a jack in here, a high lift jack,
Uh-huh.
and open it up after the fire's out, of course.
Right.
And then kind of pooch this out. It was a scavenged barrel.
Right.
A friend of mine brought me over half of it and said, I think you need a wood barrel or a burn barrel.
Right.
And we used the 55-gallon drums, but this was, I don't know, I think the whole tank when it was round was probably a 500-gallon tank. So half of that, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure on that.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be false, but I would say it's at least 150 gallons there.
Right.
We're also making a trail. We're making about a mile of trail on our property.
Woohoo.
So it's how it twists and meanders and goes through valleys and stuff. So later on today, the kids and I are going out to work on that. Good moose habitat out there. And this winter, we're going to be building a small little D-log cabin out there if it all works out. We'll see. Siding first, but we're moving along on siding too.
Right.
We got a new router table yesterday.
Yeah, we are moving. I'm
us.
super excited.
We're going to do the shiplap siding on the interior, birch. And we have all of our logs ready to go. We've already started milling them.
Just need the time now.
It's 5/8 by 6 birch. So
It'll be very, very pretty.
pretty nice. Yeah, these logs here could be sold to a mill. They'd love for me to bring logs in, but now we're doing what we need to do here for us, and then we'll probably keep the trees we have. So.
Now, one last thing here. What's he holding there, honey? What's that? There's a new addition there too, I see.
Yeah.
Does he have a name?
This guy, I don't know his name.
Okay. We got Frosty there.
He lives on.
And I don't know who that is. Maybe
Frosty living on.
How about this? Maybe our viewers, the ones who have stuck around to the very end, they can help us name that red-hatted figure.
This guy, one of our viewers may know where this little guy came from. So if you do and you know his name, let us know. He came off Long Lake. I can give you a hint there.
Right.
Log cabin.
It was a gentleman who
But he lives on.
passed away.
He didn't end up in the dump and.
Yep, he didn't. We didn't throw him away.
Out around here.
But somebody give us a good idea for a name on him with the cane. That'll be fun for the comments. See what kind of names they come up with. That'll be fun.
He's ornery. I don't know.
Yeah, he does kind of look. Let me get a little close up of him. Yeah, he doesn't look very happy.
It's snowing.
And then you got Frosty, who's really happy right there.
Ninja Frosty.
Ninja Frosty.
Ninja stick.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next video.
See you later.
Leave us a comment. Bye, guys.